Consistency. The quiet, unseen force that separates those who dream from those who do. Everyone talks about motivation. Everyone talks about passion. But the truth is, motivation fades. Passion burns out. What stays? Consistency. You see, success is not built in a single day. It's built day after day, hour after hour, decision after decision. It's not what you do once that changes your life. It's what you do repeatedly. The world is full of talented people who never made it, brilliant minds who quit halfway, dreamers who started strong but didn't finish. Why? Because they lacked consistency. Consistency is not glamorous. It's not exciting. It's not a highlight reel moment. It's repetition. It's routine. It's the daily grind that nobody sees and nobody celebrates. But that's where greatness is born. People think success is about intensity, giving 100% once in a while, but true success is about discipline, giving 80% every single day, even when you don't feel like it. You can have the best plan, the biggest goals, the strongest start, but without consistency, it all collapses. Consistency is the bridge between intention and reality, between goals and results, between who you are and who you could be. Every small step you take matters. Every day you show up matters. Every time you do the work when no one claps, that matters. Because consistency compounds. One push-up becomes 10. 10 becomes 100. One page a day becomes a book. One idea a day becomes an empire, but most people quit before the results show. They start excited, full of energy. But when progress slows, they stop. When the excitement fades, they stop. When it's not fun anymore, they stop. And that's why they never see the harvest, because consistency is like planting seeds. The growth is invisible at first. You water, you wait, you nurture, and nothing seems to happen. But one day the roots break through. One day, the effort shows. And everyone calls it sudden success. But there's nothing sudden about it. It was built slowly, painfully, silently. That's the truth. Consistency is boring until it isn't. Consistency feels unrewarded until it pays off. Consistency looks like nothing is happening until everything happens at once. You see, success doesn't come to those who do the most. It comes to those who do it the longest. The ones who stay when others leave. The ones who keep showing up when the world stops watching. Every day you stay consistent, you build credibility with yourself. You strengthen your identity. You tell your mind, I can be trusted. And that belief is more powerful than any motivation. Because consistency builds confidence, not the fake kind you post online, but real confidence that says, I've done this before. I'll do it again. It's the habit of keeping promises to yourself. It's waking up early when your body says no. It's showing up to train when your mind says you've done enough. It's pushing through when no one would blame you for quitting. That's what builds champions. That's what separates the winners from the wishers. Anyone can start. Few can continue. Because the middle, that long, quiet middle, is where most give up. But the middle is where mastery is built. The middle is where identity is forged. The middle is where average dies and excellence is born. Consistency is not about perfection. You will stumble. You will miss days. You will fail. But consistency means you don't stop there. You get up, you adjust, you return. Again and again. It's not about being flawless. It's about being faithful. It's not about doing it all. It's about doing it daily. And that's where people misunderstand success. They think it's built on massive action, but it's really built on small, consistent actions over time. Think about it. You don't get strong from one workout. You get strong from showing up again and again. You don't get wise from reading one book. You get wise from reading every day. You don't build a fortune from one sale. You build it from consistency in serving, creating, giving value. That's the power of consistency. It turns effort into excellence and discipline into destiny. Look around you. The people you admire, the athletes, the leaders, the creators. They weren't born consistent. They trained it. They built it. They mastered the art of repetition. When they failed, they came back. When they lost, they learned. When they won, they stayed humble enough to keep working. Because consistency is not about speed, it's about endurance. It's about outlasting your excuses, outworking your old habits, outliving your past failures. You don't need to be faster than anyone else, just more consistent. Because while they quit, you'll still be building. While they rest, you'll still be rising. While they talk, you'll still be walking. And one day, the gap between you and them will be so wide that they'll call you lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. Consistency did that. You see, consistency has a secret power. It builds momentum, and momentum is unstoppable. Once you start moving and you refuse to stop, life starts moving with you. Opportunities open. People notice. Doors appear where there used to be walls. The world responds to consistency because it recognizes commitment. So stop chasing motivation. Build consistency. Motivation is a feeling. Consistency is a decision. Feelings are unstable, but decisions create reality. You can't control how you feel every day, but you can control what you do every day. And if you do the right thing long enough, your feelings will catch up. That's why the most successful people are not the most emotional. They're the most consistent. They don't wait to feel ready. They show up anyway. They don't wait for inspiration. They create it through action. Because action breeds clarity. Clarity breeds confidence. And confidence fuels consistency. That's the cycle of growth. But most people never reach it because they keep restarting. They go hard for a week, disappear for a month. They get inspired for a season, then fall back into comfort. They build momentum, then kill it with inconsistency. You can't win like that. You can't build a legacy like that. You can't change your life like that. If you want results that last, you must do the work that lasts. You must outlast the mood. You must outlast the noise. You must outlast the urge to quit. Because consistency is the ultimate equalizer. It doesn't matter where you start. It matters that you start and stay. You can beat anyone with enough consistency. You can outlearn the smart. You can outwork the talented. You can outrun the lucky. If you refuse to stop, you will rise. But it's not easy. Consistency will test you. It will test your patience, your discipline, your faith in yourself. Because the results will not come immediately. You'll question yourself 1,000 times. You'll wonder if it's even working. You'll be tempted to give up. That's the moment to stay consistent. That's the moment that defines your future. Because the world breaks the weak before it rewards the strong. It tests if you're serious. It asks, do you really want this? Or do you just want to feel like you're working for it? When you stay consistent despite the silence, despite the struggle, despite the slowness, you send a message to life itself. I'm not here to play. That's when the universe moves. That's when doors open. That's when consistency turns into breakthrough. People will notice. They'll call it sudden. They'll say you came out of nowhere. But you'll know, you've been grinding in the dark for years. That's the beauty of consistency. It hides you while it prepares you. It keeps you low while it builds your strength. And when it's time, it reveals you fully ready. So don't despise the process. Don't curse the waiting. Don't quit before your season. You're building something that can't be shaken. Something real. Something strong. Something that will last. Because consistency is the foundation of greatness. Everything extraordinary is born from ordinary actions repeated consistently. You want to change your life? Start small, but start daily. 5 minutes a day beats 1 hour once a month. Small wins done daily lead to massive victories over time. Because success is not a single explosion. It's a slow burn. It's built one brick at a time. And consistency lays those bricks every day. You might not see it, but the foundation is forming. Every rep counts, every word counts, every attempt counts. It all adds up. The dream doesn't belong to the talented. It belongs to the consistent. The future doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the committed. So keep showing up. Even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when it feels pointless. Because that's when you're growing. That's when you're becoming unstoppable. That's when you're earning your future. The power of consistency is not just in what it does to your results, it's in what it does to you. It builds your character. It strengthens your mind. It reshapes your identity. You stop being someone who tries and become someone who does. You stop needing validation and become your own proof. So keep your head down and your heart strong. Keep working when no one sees. Keep believing when no one agrees. Because consistency is not about them. It's about you. It's about proving to yourself that you can be counted on. It's about building trust with your own soul. It's about knowing that you'll show up for your dreams no matter what. And once you master that, you become unstoppable. Because talent without consistency is wasted potential. Effort without consistency is energy lost. But small effort done consistently creates miracles. So don't chase intensity. Chase consistency. Do it again and again and again. One day you'll wake up and realize the small steps you took daily built a mountain behind you. The quiet days created loud results. The slow progress became unstoppable momentum. That's the power of consistency. It's the secret behind every success story. It in every dream realized.
It's the unseen strength behind every unstoppable person.
So stop waiting for the perfect day. Make today the day. Start, continue, stay. Because in the end, it's not what you do occasionally that defines you. It's what you do consistently.